What's up, good people? Oh my goodness, as we go on, we remember. All right, listen, this is our season finale. Just so happens to be around the same time every year because that's when we started, that's when we finish. This week, we're going to have a little recap, talk about the things we loved during the first season, then what are we going to be looking forward to on season 2. We also have Rainelle Jones come through. She talks some volleyball, which, if you don't know, volleyball is one of the fastest growing sports, along with flag football and other things of that nature. I know y'all have heard of pickleball coming up, but volleyball is on the rise. And also, we're going to do a little trivia because you know we like to play some games. So this is our season finale. Get turned up. We're going to have a little fun. Let's go! Okay, so this is the season finale, so y'all better bear with me because I got a lot to say. And when I say I got a lot to say, this is the most wonderful time of the year. It's my favorite time of the year. It's the holiday season. However, I understand that holidays are different things for different people, depending on if you have loved ones with you or not with you, if you're feeling some type of way or not feeling some type of way, if you have people that are sick in your family or not. And so for us, you know, we had a lot of health scares come up recently, and it makes you have a different view on the holidays. All I was about to wish for this Christmas was health. And I think that that's the kind of feel that people have had since the pandemic. When you think about what things matter the most, you start to really realize those things on the holidays. And so on this holiday, by the way, go ahead and download This Holiday by Serena Grace. It's a bop. That's one of our favorite songs on the holidays. But it's also, I listen to it, not even just on the holidays, but it's This Holiday by Serena Grace. But on this holiday, I just want to wish everybody health and prosperity because right now, we living in some crazy times. I mean, in Georgia, we have a runoff that I can't even believe is going to be a runoff. And no to the fans of the other side, it's not a 40-yard dash. We're having a runoff, a Senate runoff, and it's going to be, you know, it's a crazy time for Georgia. But it's not just Georgia. We see all different types of things going on in the world. We see mass shootings every other day. Mass shootings every other day. I'm trying to figure out why, how do we get here? Why are we here? In Atlanta, even there was a vigil for a little boy that was shot and killed, and then someone else got shot and killed at the vigil. How? Can we make that make sense? I mean, as a community, and I know that these are isolated events. Some of these people have mental illness. Some of these people don't. But either way, as a community, we got to figure out how to do better. I know that the government needs to do their part as well. I know that there's all kinds of different factors, but a lot of times when I see these different shows and I see these different documentaries and these different docuseries, there were so many touch points where the person that committed violence was just looking for love or looking for something. So I'm just thinking that as a community, maybe we got to start giving people a little bit more something, like whatever that something is. And it starts with parents. Give a little something to your kids, because a lot of times we see that that's one of the big missing links. But every other day we're starting to see shootings, Walmart, different places like that, school shootings. What's going on? It's supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year. And when you do an act of violence like that, you ruin a whole family's Christmases forever. You ruin a whole family's lives forever. You ruin families' hopes and dreams. I mean, even with the football team that we saw, shouts to the Patriots who, for the Virginia football team, the Patriots owner sent his plane so that the players could get to the funerals. The whole team could get back and forth to the funerals. That's what I'm talking about. A little bit of humanity. Just a little something that could go a long way this holiday. By Serena Grace, okay? But listen, I'm just saying, like, we have to figure out, I know that everybody, I'm all about the, like, moments equal momentum and add your moment. Like, this is me trying to add my moment to, like, let's just start, even if somebody ain't doing something right with you, maybe let's just start burying all the, you know, all the bad feelings. Let's just start like connecting with people you haven't talked to in a while. I mean, we should take the situation that happened with the Migos. We know that there was a little bit of an estrangement going on there. And I'm sure that everybody in the group thought that they would be back together at a certain point, but then tragedy happened before they could get back together. Let's use that as an example. Don't wait. What we waiting on? I'm just saying, this holiday, I just feel like at a certain point as a community, we lost our way. It started to be way too much about me and less about we. And I know that's asking a lot. So maybe just start in your family. Don't start with strangers. Start in your family and do better with your uncle, your aunt, your cousin that you don't speak to, your mom. your dad. I'm just saying. But as I just think about this holiday, and every time I turn on the news, I'm holding my breath that something crazy didn't happen. And then when I see in the city, it's in, I'm like, oh goodness, where's my niece? Where's my nephews? Where's my family? No one wants to live like that as a community. I mean, even it's athletics, it's crossed over to everything. What's going on in Iran? Like, what's going on? Like, what's really going on? So as just our community, we see a lot of different things going on. We see a lot of things that are made to divide us. Oh, the Jewish community is canceling these people. This is happening with what's going on? Like, can we, like, at most, we're more alike than we are different. Now, I told you I had a lot to say. I'm sorry, it's the season finale. I got a lot to say, but it seems to me like we're way more alike than we are different, even as I see people's struggles. The Jewish community, we way more alike than we are different. AAPI, way more alike than we are different. We all struggling. So I'm just trying to figure out why we can't struggle together. I just feel like it would be better to struggle together than to struggle separately in these different groups. I feel like we could push the envelope further if we struggle together. So this holiday by Serena Grace, let's struggle together, man. I wish everybody health, but the most I wish is community this holiday. All right, so we here with the crew. We turned up. We're excited for all kinds of reasons. Obviously, I told you it's the holidays, so that's exciting, but 1 million downloads, you guys, in less than a year. Come on, like, let's just...
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's
not...
Just so people know, it's not easy to have a podcast. I know that there's a whole group on the internet that is like anti-podcast, by the way. I be seeing y'all's tweets where they're like, we don't want another podcast to ever release ever again. I feel you. There are a lot of podcasts out there, which is why we're so excited that we can get to this milestone, because it's not easy. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with us. So that's why we want to just thank you guys. 1 million downloads. Y'all, has any of y'all ever got a million of anything? Like, I think this is my first million of anything.
No, definitely
not.
Mine.
Definitely mine.
I'm looking forward to dollars one day.
Listen, we're trying to get there. I'm trying to get to $1 million. I'm trying to get to 1 million platinum everything. Like $1 million, 1 million downloads, 1 million followers for Montgomery Co. Like, we trying to get to 1 million. Now that we here, it feels good. I want to come back.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Hey, started from the bottom, now the whole team here. So we wanted to just say a quick thank you to you guys, because obviously we don't get to 1 million without you listening to this right here, which is 1,000,001, 1,000,002. We count and counting. So thank you guys. And because it's our season finale, we wanted to kind of get to a recap sort of feel about all the things, all the things, whether it's the holidays that just passed, the holidays that's coming up, whether it's our favorite parts of the show. We just want to kind of talk and wrap it with you guys. So where do we even start?
And there's another holiday this week too. Your birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, so there's that. To me, birthdays aren't really like a holiday. I don't know why. It's like,
what?
I don't know why.
It's the biggest holiday.
See, that's why it's like, see, some people feel that way. Some people want you to...
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I don't, we can go without the fanfare on my birthday. Just
definitely.
Thank God I'm here, but that's about it. Don't thank me, thank God. That's all I can say.
There's some people that want you to celebrate their their birthday all month. It's like
for the whole
their
year.
Birthday
for the whole year.
Yes.
For the whole year, for the whole
am not that type.
Season.
I don't want to burden my friends and family with that much celebration, but I do like to, a little cake, a little get together. I do like that. I do like to. I will find anything to get together with my friends and family,
and I'm okay with that
that's
too.
One of the occasions.
Yes. I know some people who want to actually celebrate the entire what is it called? Their Scorpio the entire season.
Their whole Zodiac season.
The whole Zodiac season. Yes, they want not just if their birthday's in the middle, they start Zodiac season. This Zodiac season, that Zodiac, all over the place. I'm like, you going the whole month, 2 months, whatever.
Are you
that
as far as
the birthday weekend?
I've been looking for. Yeah. So I guess Serena, like she said, my birthday is tomorrow. So yes, we have a lot to celebrate this holiday season. So where do we start? What do we want to talk about first? Do we want to recap season 1 and just like what moments stood out to us? Because I know for me, I'm gonna tell you right now, it was Gina. It's Gina for me, okay? If you write, produce, and are the brainchild of Love and Basketball, like Love and Basketball,
Legend.
if you did all of that, Gina Prince Bythewood, if you did all of that, that's the highlight for me for season 1, because it's like a lot of people.
King.
Oh, and the Woman King. I'm not even like, let me know. I'm just going back to the nostalgia of it all for me. And Love and Basketball is it. So to have her come join the whole fam, which I know Colin Snook was probably sick of Love and Basketball when it came to me. So to have the whole fam on here as we talked to her, that was like, you can't tell me nothing, right? Like, that's just how I feel. Like, I just think that she's legendary. I love that it was a woman. And I love the story that she told us behind it, on the fact that she pitched it to her alma mater. She pitched it to other places, and they didn't feel like this type of movie was their brand. Jokes on you, right? This seems like this is a brand for everybody. So just to hear her story.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like, you may have a good idea right now. I think they said there's all kinds of these stories. Y'all have heard it, where somebody pitches a book. I know that the Harry Potters was pitched multiple times, turned down multiple times. I know that there was all kinds of these stories. So I'm just, in case, I know you already know, but let this be a reminder that you may have a mega idea and 100 people think it's trash. And then it goes on to be one of the greatest of all time.
And it shows how important it is to have supportive family members, because if it wasn't for her husband telling her, no, this is fire, this is a good idea, because I think that every creative thinks that their work is trash sometimes. You know, I'm definitely guilty of that. So, you know, you need that support system to push you a little bit and say, no, this is actually good. You know, because sometimes it does take a little bit outside of yourself. So kudos to hubby as well.
Shouts to hubby, the support system. Yeah, man. So for me, that was my moment this season. I mean, there were so many moments like that I could think about. We had authors, we had entrepreneurs, we had everything that we wanted to have on here. We had athletes. We want to cover a little bit of everything. We want to cover world news. So we had journalists on. We want to cover sports. So we had Deja Kelly and other people, actually athletes that are currently playing. And shouts to UNC. Shouts to Deja Kelly. Y'all squad is doing well. So we had all of that energy on here. So for me, it's just more of the same, but it's Gina
and
for me.
Coming back season 2 as well.
Season 2, Deja will be back. We're going to have more vibes back. Bomani going to come back season 2. He got green lit for season 2. I'm just saying. So there's a lot of energy. What did y'all like? What was y'all feeling?
Well, I'll start it off here. One of my favorites, because I like watching TV a lot, especially miniseries or whatever, where I can watch it all at one time. And one of my favorite was Bel Air. And we were lucky enough to have Rasheem Newsom on there, one of the producers for that show. And I absolutely watched it. I watched it again. And guess what? For season 2, I'm hoping that their second season will be out and that we'll be able to discuss it on our show.
Love that. Nah, we're a fan of Bel Air for sure. I mean,
that's definitely one of our family shows that we watched faithfully every week.
Can't wait.
Every week. And I think my favorite was MoCo Live. I think the whole vibe of it was just fun because, number one, it was so unpredictable as to what was going to happen. So it was just great.
And we were taking shots, so it was very unpredictable.
and we did a little drinking on the side.
We had company.
Juju come through.
Juju, was in the building. It was a vibe.
Yes.
We were covering,
it was a vibe.
You know, the sport we love, the WNBA. So it had like all of our favorite things mixed in there. Yeah, that was a vibe for sure. And the unpredictability.
I liked episode 21. Episode 21, when we did it in West Virginia with everybody, that was like the first time that we did like a live show. And it was so much fun, just like being there with everybody. It was kind of like the MoCo Live, but even then, only Renee and I and Juju, and there was a couple people here, but for that one, Snook, Nicole, Shay, Renee, we were all in one room, and it was so funny. Like even like listening back to it, I was cracking up because everybody was like cracking jokes on me because I'm the sentimental one of the group. I'm the sack, and everybody's like, "No, we're not doing that." And so I would be. It was so funny. That was my favorite episode for like. I have a lot of favorite episodes, but that was probably my top.
That's awesome. Yep, I would agree with that too. Those are
Well,
all
you know,
good,
I
actually.
always love having you, and you always love having you and everyone in West Virginia. You know,
Yes, we do.
Speaking of, I was dreading leaving West Virginia early because I did have a double. I had to have a dual Thanksgiving this year because I had to visit my family in West Virginia and then I had to visit my family in Virginia as well. So I flew out the day after Thanksgiving and that hurt me so bad. The first reason why it hurt me is because I didn't want to miss out on the leftovers because everybody knows that the best part of Thanksgiving is the leftovers in the family, of course.
Okay, so wait, that brings me. How long are you like? Thanksgiving aside, even maybe, how long are leftovers allowed to go? Like, are we like? Is it a week-long thing? Is this like you get 3 days in the fridge and that's out? Like, we're not eating the same leftovers after 3 days. I'd love to hear what's y'all's thoughts on this. Like, and also, wait, before we go to that. Roy, Paul, Juju, y'all got anything on just this past season?
I know for a fact Juju's a germaphobe, so I want to hear Juju's answer on how long leftovers are good for.
Yes, let's hear it.
Oh man, leftovers to me, I give them a good two days. You know what I mean?
That's good. That's
and
good.
For Thanksgiving, I didn't even do nothing.
I'm like, no.
I
you didn't do nothing?
Nah, I watched a lot of football, which was fire as hell.
Definitely.
But I didn't get a chance to see my family, so soon I will be able to see them, but next time.
Oh man, we're gonna have to start bringing you to our family gatherings.
I was gonna say,
He
talked about your adopted family over here, so I don't like that. I didn't know that you spend the holidays by yourself. You said watching football. I assume football with your family.
Now it's my job because see what's going on now is what happened was we got a lot of World Cup coverage going on. And the communication fell through the cracks. So I was essentially the only person that middle lot working on damn Thanksgiving, trying to get people's stuff out.
No.
Okay, that
really happened for
then don't be having Juju overwork, okay? He needs his holidays with his family.
We talked about it too.
That's crazy.
I did the same stuff last Christmas and Thanksgiving because we put out podcasts on those days. So I'm like, well, let me just do my job. But we had a meeting about that this morning, so it's cool.
No, so let me tell y'all, for all the people, because I done got some tweets that are like, hey, when are you coming back? This is why we take holidays off, because I think if y'all didn't see Issa Rae's, she did a hilarious reel that she said, I'm on vacation. I'm on holiday. Don't hit my assistant. She on holiday too. So this is why we take off. Just so y'all guys know why Montgomery Co. This is our season finale right here at the top of December. We like people to enjoy the holidays. That's me. It's more of a me thing. If I don't want to work on the holidays like that, I want you to be able to enjoy your holidays. Juju. So I don't like to hear that.
And shout out to everybody who's working on Thanksgiving, day after Thanksgiving, because we know that that's definitely a reality. Sometimes even the day after Thanksgiving, I'm about to catch a flight and I'll go through a drive-through and there's people there. And I'm like, wow, they're working on Thanksgiving or day after Thanksgiving. You know, the shout out to all the hard workers out there working on the holidays.
And look at Roy just chomping and smiling. Yeah. What up, Roy? Yeah. Roy, what's going on?
Yep. Working on my trip.
Okay, it's way past 2 days now, Roy.
Yeah, it is.
Don't make Juju sick.
Exactly. I almost threw up. I realized that, boy, I know that's what I think it is.
Is this really Thanksgiving leftovers too, Roy?
Yeah.
No shame.
A week is my limit.
My boy gonna get my whole
So there goes Roy.
When you're talking about holidays and people celebrating their holidays, in our family, we're so into getting together for specific holidays that if the holidays natural day doesn't work for us, we move it to a day that it will work for us.
Literally.
As we did this year, we can't be together for Christmas, so we moved Christmas to the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so we've already exchanged.
Christmas came early.
So we already exchanged presents. I know what Cole got me this
and
dope
I got
designer
me a nice purse and some Crocs, right?
Yeah, we already did all. Normally, our Christmas happens December 24th. That's when we actually celebrate Christmas in our family, and then December 25th. It's kind of to what Juju said. Like our whole family this Thanksgiving was watching the most viewed NFL Thanksgiving Day game, New York Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys. My
Cowboys,
brother-in-law is a
woo!
Giants fan. My Diddy is a Cowboys fan. So my Diddy
It was
came in there,
funny.
crip walking on that thing when the Cowboys won. It was
He
nuts.
actually did. Like he actually came in there dancing, and I was so surprised.
It was shocking. We don't see Diddy dance. It was shocking.
I've
But
never
that's what
seen
you
that.
do when your team wins on Thanksgiving Day. So we were all
Against your
watching the
son-in-law's
same
team.
thing and enjoying it. So anybody else though for season 1, what like the feels, the vibes, or anything like that? I want to always just, as Roy tears down his Thanksgiving leftovers.
He's making me hungry.
Well, I will say this.
Mm-mm.
Or is it hangry?
I will say this. I'm gonna give Krishan Rock her kudos here. It's a vibe all the time.
Hey.
This season was a vibe all
It
the time.
It was.
My favorite
Vibe
moment
all the time.
My favorite moment was Roy telling Monica McNutt, no, not them headphones, the other ones. And she tore up her house looking for headphones. I was like, oh my God. That shit took an hour.
That's hilarious.
Behind the scenes,
y'all
is
didn't even
behind
get to
the
see that
scenes.
part.
Right behind the scene. That boy rubbed
So
his
the
head on them
backst-
folks.
Listen,
Right.
the
We
behind
gotta
the
do
scenes
like-
is hilarious. Roy
Yes.
is an audio engineer. So for people that don't know what that means, he likes pristine audio where it's like immaculate. Nothing wrong with it. But when you have guests calling in from their house or the car or anywhere, that don't sit real with Roy. I even have a saying with Roy that he was grumpy, but he created a masterpiece because Roy, he be giving them, like Juju said, he be giving them down to earth. Like, hey, where them headphones at though? And it's like, Roy, you think we could go without the headphones? No. Where them other headphones at? Like, go find them other one. That's what he did to Monica McNutt, as you
Well,
guys
somebody's got to
might see her.
produce this show. It might as well be me.
And we be fighting you the whole way. We'd be like, that don't matter. And be like, okay, fine. Well, let's see how it does when you do it. And it actually ends up being a masterpiece.
It does. It does. Props. It does.
He's like, man.
We gotta do like a reel or something of like the outtakes, because behind the scenes, Juju's right, is hilarious. There's so many
It
things
is.
that don't make the show that are so funny. But
Exactly.
we gotta condense it
Roy,
into 1 hour.
We could be talking to the president of the United States of America. Hold on, bit, bruh. Put your headphones in.
Put your presidential headphones on.
Make it.
And then
make
Paul gonna come off the top
sense.
ropes. Paul gonna call the top rope. I can't hear you. Come back in. Exit the whole thing out. Matter of fact, we blew it. Everybody, we blew it. Stop recording. Drop back in.
Man, I'm
We're gonna
still
stop and
hurt.
restart it.
I'm still hurt about this show that didn't record half of it, and the interview was so good. We were talking.
Oh, man.
We were
Oh,
talking
yeah.
what happens at the bottom of Football Pals. It was some nasty stuff that they were saying.
Yes.
Then VP hits me talking about it didn't record Riverside. Woo, that was a
it
tough
recorded
day
the
for me.
people. It recorded the people that were actually had their screens off, and the people who had the screens on, it didn't record. So
Lord
we saw the
mercy.
wrong people.
And
Yeah,
Paul
that
head
was
exploded on camera. But
Crazy.
without him, but
So we
he
have
keep, like he said, he keep us together though. So salute to Paul.
Yeah.
and
Listen,
salute to
does.
the
Roy and
show
Paul are the
must
same
go
person.
on. That's
Yeah.
what we have to do. When you create a show, that's why when I said at the top, it's not easy to week to create a podcast. Look at all these humans on here that it takes to make this
takes a
podcast
lot.
go. Like, that's a lot of
Takes a village.
communicating. That's a lot of things going on week to week. So that's why I said to get to 1 million downloads, we hype because we know that
Yes.
there's a lot of podcasts that VP, what was that stat you told me about? Most podcasts don't make it past like how many episodes?
Like 10,
You see what I'm
20,
saying?
like
wow.
something low.
Wow.
Because that's 20
crazy.
weeks of figuring it out. I can see why people,
Wow.
when you
Yeah,
think
it
about it in weeks terms, 20 weeks of having to figure it out week to week with different people, work together, collaborate. I can see after 20 weeks, if it ain't going well, somebody like, forget it. That's it.
All right,
So we
time
hear
out.
our season 1 finish. That's why we celebrating, because it's not easy. And shouts to the Lebetard and Friends, Lebetard Show, all the whole crew. Shouts to Dan, man, because people
Yes.
may not know this about Dan, but he wrote me a 4-page letter about all the different things. You know what I'm saying? About all the different things that he's seen, the things that he likes, the things that he thinks that we could elevate on. He ain't have to do that. I'm sure
Yes,
he's busy
thank you,
running
Dan.
a whole larger company, but he wrote me the longest email about just like everything that he's seen in season 1 and how he's hype about it and the things that he sees it going to. Come on, this is a real.
And he probably wouldn't want to saying this because he's all tough and stuff. But Dan, with me and Renee always say that Dan is a big teddy bear.
Yeah.
So thanks, Dan. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you just for your kindness. We appreciate you.
Yeah. So it's connected.
Amen.
It's connected over here. So that's all. I mean, I'm like, I don't know how many people's big boss is writing in a 4-page letter after examining the show and looking at different things. And so I just like, we're happy to be here. Montgomery Co is happy to be a part of the Le Batard Network because this is what you get when you do. We get all of this goodness. So enough with the sappy stuff. Moving on to, what are we moving on to? I thought we had some things to talk about. All right. So since the holidays are around the corner, we wanted to listen. Music is a big part of life. I'm not even going to just say the holidays. Music is a big part of life. And so what's y'all's favorite Christmas music? Like, it's hard to decide because we know that Mariah Carey tried to get a trademark, the Queen of Christmas, and that got rejected or something of that nature. So we know Mariah Carey was trying to be the Queen of Christmas, and she just might be. I saw that she's made like $75 million off of her Christmas album to date. Wow. She makes 2.5 million every year. Unrealness. But what's y'all's favorite Christmas songs? What's up?
My favorite Christmas song, one of the top ones, is always Boyz II Men and Brian McKnight, whoever it is. They be like, let it snow.
Oh, let it snow.
Hey,
I like that one.
Yes.
I like that one.
That shit hard.
one.
Every time.
Well, since we're doing a little throwback, I always did like TLC. Have a very merry Christmas. And that was my jam.
Oh,
I like Santa
that.
Claus is Coming to Town by the Jackson 5.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Young
Jordy
Mike
loves that one.
Coming to town.
I like Run DMC. I like Run DMC's Christmas song.
Oh,
I can't think of the song yet,
I
but
like
that
that.
was one of my
Oh.
favorites.
Christmas in Holland.
Christmas in
Holland. It was fun.
Okay, Roy got
That
a
was
tie.
mine.
What
That
is
was
it?
mine. What the hell?
Which one? Run DMC?
Yeah.
Wow,
Hey,
Paul
Paul, I
mad
knew,
now.
I knew me and Paul was on that same wavelength.
Cole stole his song.
Yeah, I
What
have
you
a
got,
tie.
Roy?
I got This Christmas by Donny Hathaway. And
Oh,
I got
that's a classic.
Well, can
Merry
you give us a
Christmas by the
snippet? Sing.
Temptations.
Everybody else sang a
Oh,
little
the
snippet.
Temptations.
I know you got to sing a little
Right,
bit,
come
Roy.
on, Roy, let's get it.
Let's go.
And this Christmas will be a special Christmas.
Yeah, that's right. For me.
I'm surprised no one said Blue Christmas.
You're surprised
And then
nobody
the
said what?
Yeah, and
I'm
then
surprised
Temptations
no-
over here going like, Silent Night. I can't. I'm a baritone.
I'm surprised nobody said Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley.
You're surprised?
Two Americas.
To America.
It's a no for me. That didn't even make my playlist. That didn't even make my Christmas playlist. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So
That awkward pause was everything. Everybody was like,
I know everybody's like,
the craziest part is I never even heard that song. That's what.
yes, you have. Yes, you have.
believe you ever heard it.
1,000,000 times, Renee.
Well,
I have been
it's
with
not
you
on
when
my
that's...
playlist. It ain't on my playlist. So the playlist that I've been playing for at least the last 10 years, I can guarantee you Elvis Presley ain't on it. I'm going to tell you that right now. No offense to the Elvis lovers, but he ain't on none of my playlists. I don't have one
No, take
playlist.
offense. Take offense.
That was the most... Snook, you can silence a room.
No
That
Elvis
silenced
Presley
the
song
whole-
on no
Nobody said
playlist
anything. It
on
was
no
like-
phone.
It was like
crickets.
She silenced a room. She silenced all of us. We were all like...
Like, who listening to You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog in real life? Like, I'm just saying, like, ain't nobody got that
Doja
stuff
Cat?
on
With-
You mean
with-
Doja Cat? Or the original Rainier? What's her name? Ma Rainier? Was it Ma Rainier? One of those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
think it
through.
was.
I'm gonna go through
Wait, how do you
mine.
know about Doja Cat?
Yeah, I remember.
Because I
Yeah,
like that
I
song.
Say,
He's
Yeah,
he's
I
right.
remember.
No, he's
Yeah, I
right to ask that
remember
question.
What you say, Jew?
Yeah, I remember when Boyz II Men jumped Fresh Prince in the studio for messing up.
You better
they
tell
were
us
singing
the
the Christmas
story.
song.
we did
No,
not.
tell us
on
that
Fresh
story.
Prince. It's on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air whenever I think one of the boys to men took his girlfriend. He came in there pushing buttons.
Okay,
jumped his ass in the sound
you
of
gotta clarify now because the Fresh Prince is out here, okay? Because I didn't know if it was a real fight.
There's a new Fresh Prince, right?
I was like, wait
Like,
a
he be
minute.
jumped them in real life. In real life, he slapped them.
Between
Yes.
them and Belle Biv DeVoe, I mean, my goodness. Getting the fuck
Hey,
everybody.
that just reminded me of something. Shouts to Will Smith because he's doing his redemption tour with the media and he's targeting black outlets only. So I saw him All the Smoke, TSR. He did Trevor Noah. So shouts to him on being intentional. I know that he has a film that's coming out and everybody knows that when somebody has a project coming out, you go on a media tour. Unfortunately for his media tour, it's about the movie, but it's a lot about also how he's overcame the situation that he's in because
He's trying to overcome
the situation that happened. But shouts to him and his intentionality. He's still in a situationship and all these different types of things, but we still gonna watch Bel Air.
You know.
We still gonna support his movie. And I'm gonna just speak for me. I'm gonna still watch Bel Air and I'm gonna still watch Cobra Kai and all those other projects
that's my show.
attached to Will Smith. I'm still here.
He
So
should say that.
I
should
just
say-
like this. Go ahead, Juju. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead, my bad. It's on you.
No, I was just going to say, if I was going to wrap it up, I would tell you my most unpopular Christmas song for me.
what is it, Elvis?
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. That song is pretty, you know what I'm saying? That song is pretty,
pretty graphic,
tragic.
yes.
Who
But let me
sang that
give you-
song? Lil Yachty?
Oh my God. All right, so I got a whole full on. Y'all know I'm way too into Christmas. I've been doing the Christmas countdown for about 2 months now. I got a real Christmas playlist. So you know the playlist starts with This Holiday by Serena Grace. Then I got Please Come Home for Christmas, Aaron Neville, Silent Night, Boys to Men, Last Christmas by the Glee cast. Don't Judge Me. That song is lit. Every Year, Every Christmas, Luther Vandross, Give Love on Christmas, Johnny Gill, Christmas Tree, Lady Gaga, Arapapam-pam, My Christmas Tree. Do You Hear What I Hear? Whitney Houston,
She got a
Christmas
whole
in
album.
Hollis, Run DMC, Christmas Mariah Carey. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas Michael Bublé, and I saw he was trending before Mariah Carey.
I like
Y'all
Michael
all
Bublé.
right?
I like his voice.
I haven't heard of
Yes.
him in a while.
You never heard of Michael Bublé? His Christmas album, and
I
then
said I haven't heard of him in a while. I haven't heard his name in a while.
oh, and then this is where I
Dang,
think I'm
she
going to
looks like he
lose a
fell
lot
off.
of people. I know that I'm going to lose a lot of y'all right now.
And
My
that
next
was pretty much.
My next 14 songs on my Christmas playlist are all Justin Bieber.
I knew
Next
she was gonna
for-
say
oh,
that
she
Bieber,
loves
that Bieber.
okay,
oh,
so-
that Bieber, that Bieber.
Yes, she loves Justin Bieber.
Drummer
Her Bieber
Boy
fever
by
has
Justin
not left.
Bieber. Fa La La featuring Boys to Men. Mistletoe, come on now. It's the most wonderful time
Yeah,
of
that's
the
a good one.
year.
That's a good one.
Swear with so much cheer. All I Want for Christmas, Santa Claus. Listen, Bieber got a fire Christmas album. I know I lost a lot of people on that one. That's why I had to tell y'all the top part. Y'all heard that Johnny Gill.
I don't know. I think Mistletoe is a good one, and he had one of the writers that used to work with Chris Brown. I forgot his name. I can't think of his name right now. Kevin something, I think. So he definitely had a good Christmas R&B album, I think.
So all we waiting on
Yes, he
now,
did.
all we waiting on now is that Juju Christmas song, maybe featuring her. Now all we waiting on is just to add to the playlist because we already got This Holiday and we already got the vibes, and that's all we need. So anything else? Snook said her least favorite Christmas song is Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer, but I don't know if I have a least favorite.
And her favorite song was Blue Suede Shoes by Elvis.
Make it make sense.
Well, I have to shout out Whitney Houston, Joy to the World. That was my go-to song when people ask me to sing. Joy to the World, Whitney's version. And Mariah's Christmas album, come on. She has, I gotta, that's definitely one of the top.
Mariah, are you going to give us, are you going to sing a little something? I know you don't even like when people do that.
Lord.
I know you don't even like when people do that because I know it best because I'm married to you, so.
Well, you hear it all the time.
That's why I
You
said
hear me singing all the time.
I don't know why you don't just break out into song on here like you do at the house. It'd
I
be
don't
like
understand it.
it's
Let's
crazy.
a
get ready. Look,
songbird.
Let's give her 2
songbird.
seconds to get ready, right?
Oh
Get your voice
my
together.
God.
While you get ready, I'm gonna say
songbird.
this right here. I'm gonna
She can
salute
sing
our
the
Jewish.
alphabet.
Salute our Jewish brothers and sisters and listeners. I do also like Hanukkah by Adam Sandler.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Shouts to the Jewish community. Yes.
Now,
Okay,
Serena,
so
take
what?
it away.
So what?
I love you guys.
Whoa!
I love you guys.
Time out.
Where did that come from?
Yes.
I have been
That's
asking
Paul.
for
I bet
this.
that's Paul.
I have been asking for this all
Why is
season.
Juju clapping along with
And the
how
season
Whitney Houston used to
finale,
clap,
you
Whitney.
give it to us? Come on, baby.
the church
Hey.
bells in town?
Hey.
I'm ringing a song full of happy sounds. Baby, please come home. That's it. I ain't doing no more. Okay.
They're singing
Hey.
Deck the Halls.
But it's not like
like-
Christmas at all.
Yeah.
I remember when you were. What is it? I forgot.
Here. And all the fun that we...
Dear.
I love you guys. I'm literally the most shy person in this whole
This
wide
is
world.
just
and
crazy.
You got a full concert
I
right
love
now.
you
You at a
guys.
concert. Yeah.
Oh my
we love you.
gosh.
I hate you. Ridiculous.
Fine.
You are amazing singer. I would sing. Y'all would be sick of me. I would never shut up. They'd be
Right.
like,
I
Yeah, I
love
got something for y'all.
It's hard to sing in front of the people that
Here
you
we go.
know. Okay.
really?
It is.
Really? Because I see, Serena, you know, you've been around our family. You know about, we sing about anything. We sing about anything, anywhere,
we go.
anytime, any place,
I got-
and we
I got
can't
you,
sing.
Serena. I got you, Serena.
Come on,
Here you
Jew.
go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. See, I don't care. You gotta have no shame. What's
That's
up,
what I said.
Jew?
We don't care. We can't sing.
Renee, she always tells me this. Go ahead, Juju.
Merry Christmas, baby. Yeah, I do not know the words. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, BB King.
Did you miss
You're
me?
welcome.
Roy, you got a little something for Christmas? That deep voice?
No, I do not.
He said, nope, don't include me.
Paul,
You
you
gotta
got
say
a little
White
something?
Christmas, Roy.
I know
No,
white
Paul
Christmas.
got
Two
one.
Americans, yo.
Paul, you sure?
I'm good. Yep.
Okay, let me see.
Dun-dun-dun,
Cole,
dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
No.
shake your
thank
hand,
you.
shake your hand.
Pum.
All right, so this Christmas, everybody, listen, we just want to thank you. Oh, now
A
you want to.
very special Christmas.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Me.
What is going on? I love
Banana.
Merry Christmas, man.
Shake your hand,
Have a
shake your
happy
hand.
New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy
Do people still
holidays.
make New Year's resolutions?
No, that's a whole nother thing.
It's dead. Merry Christmas, then.
Paul,
Happy-
tell me. Paul, tell me your favorite one.
Mistletoes.
Paul's favorite one is New Year, New Me. Every year.
New Year, new we. Let's go.
There you go.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas.
There's one more holiday that we're forgetting. It's MoCo's anniversary. It's MoCo's birthday too on your birthday.
Oh, yeah. I thought that's kind of what this
It's
was.
our 1 year anniversary as well.
Yes, it's our 1 year anniversary, our season one
Yes.
finale, all of that.
And our
That's what.
750 and our million downloads. We got it
And
all
our
in
million
one.
downloads. Shouts to the crew, all of that.
All right. Happy Kwanzaa.
Yes. I love talking to hoopers. Well, I should say hoopers, athletes, I should say. I love talking to athletes because there's this certain common understanding. So Rainelle Jones is a standout. I don't want to just say a player at the University of Maryland, but a standout student athlete at the University of Maryland. Rainelle Jones has broken records. We're going to get into all of that, but welcome into Montgomery and Company.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. I love seeing that diversity. It's so amazing to be here. I appreciate it.
Listen,
Thank you.
I'm glad you brought that up because you are, there, we talked to Amanda Steele. She was on the show, friend of the show. We love Amanda. And we talked about athlete activism and what it looks like. 2020, it was a jump off. We was all up there like, what up with it? And you were a part of that group. And so I want to get back to like, what made you want to speak out in a sense of I know athletes are already, that's why I started with athletes have a certain energy about us that we're confident and different things of that nature, but speaking out is a whole different thing.
Yeah. The WNBA and the NBA, they definitely started it all. You know, Colin Kaepernick back in 2016, he started it. He started the kneeling during the anthem, and that was a whole movement that, you know, the world wasn't ready yet. So I'm really glad that, you know, 2020 happened and us to really realize what's going on in the world.
I love that. And so, listen, you are an athlete, and I want to stick on that because I recently saw you in an ad, and it was with Under Armour. Come on with it. I saw you. They have new innovation. I think it's called the Slip Speed that you were a part of. We love covering name, image, and likeness and doing different things. So what was that like?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was, so long. I was not expecting the behind the scenes at all, but it was really cool being a part of the commercial behind the scenes. And they had me work out. They had me wearing fake sweat, but also actually sweating. So it was absolutely amazing. I loved it.
How long was the shoot for?
It was 5.5 hours. So it was a good days of work for sure.
Okay, well, somebody that's in film will be like, "Oh, that's nothing. We do minimum
Right?
12-hour days."
But somebody that's an
that is quite a
athlete
bit for a commercial though, for a 30-second spot.
Oh yeah. I'm glad they actually have athletes doing it now because we can make it look good. We can make it look athletic. So that's the best part.
Yeah. No, but you know what? We bring up something funny because you said it was a long day, and I tell Serena this all the time because athletes and doing media or different things of that nature, we process it different, right? Because you said like it was a long day, it was 5.5 hours, and I was like, I feel you. But then there's on the other side of it, because I'm on that other side now. The other side of it is 5.5 hours is a half work day when you're talking about the film industry. They be doing 12-hour days filming.
Mm-hmm. No, I feel you. I'm not ready for that yet, but I'm definitely soaking it all in for now.
Well, get ready because listen, you've had a record-breaking career at Maryland. I talked about it at the top, but that record-breaking is in blocks. You passed the 650 mark, going down in the history books. I know you're still kind of in the moment, but what is that like? You know, like you're forever a part of Maryland's history now.
Yeah, it's super cool. I definitely had a goal since I got to Maryland. What am I going to make of myself? Since my dad was here before me, I was like, I need to, make my mark from the get-go. So that was really cool that I got to do it. And I didn't realize that I did it until I was told after the game. So I was definitely really surprised when it happened. It was really cool being able to, make my name.
I love that. You said your dad was there before you?
Yes, he played with Len Bias back in the 80s. You guys know?
Wow.
Yeah, they were good teammates. So, yeah, it's definitely, I guess, big shoes to fill whenever I came to Maryland.
That's awesome.
And you did that. So, I mean, talk about that because that's one thing. We see it a lot now. I mean, my son, he plays basketball and he's playing against J.R. Smith's kid. He's playing against Rajon Rondo's kid. And so we're starting to see that next generation. And you're that at Maryland for your dad. Like, what is that? Like the people on campus, they know that you're like, do they know who you are before you got there? What was that like?
Yeah, they knew who I was before. They wanted to, I guess, really show that, we know who you are and we know what to expect. But I definitely wanted to make my mark in volleyball because he was basketball and basketball swag is a lot more different than volleyball. So I had to, find that thing that'll make volleyball really unique.
What's volleyball swag like? Because I mean, I'm a hooper, so I know that. But how would you describe your volleyball swag?
Yeah, so especially with my curly hair, the faux hawk, that's my thing. I try to, bring on the diversity with the curls and the uniqueness and the jewelry. So that's probably my favorite part. And the dancing all the time. So that's the best I could do for now.
And I mean, volleyball be having chance cheers. We have family members that play, so volleyball has their own vibe and swag. And you brought up the curly hair and different things of that nature, and I know that was part of your journey, just getting to know yourself and your culture, like just as a woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think it's been hard, honestly. Sometimes being the only Black girl on the court is really difficult. But hopefully, the people off the court, the women and the men off the court that are, minorities, people of color, hopefully they can see that, it's growing. It's taking a long time, but it's growing overall.
We've been talking about the growth in women's sports in general, not just volleyball, not just basketball, but there's soccer, there's the PHF, there's so many different leagues where we hear the same thread that it's growing slowly, but it's growing. But I like any type of progress. And we see with the volleyball that, okay, I've heard myself. I was just now at the NWSL championship weekend, and there was somebody talking to me about, hey, volleyball and professional leagues. So we know that there's Athletes Unlimited, and we also know that there's the Love One League where that's on the rise. And so you're an athlete now, a college athlete that's looking to move on to the next level. So what are your thoughts? Like, what are you looking forward to now, having finished a stellar college volleyball career?
Yeah, it's been cool. I did hear about Athletes Unlimited. with it. I'm glad there's kind of like a NBA, WNBA, NFL kind of effect with volleyball, especially since it's more of a foreign sport at this point. So I know a lot of college athletes, even myself, we're going to go right out of the country to play some more ball. So hopefully Athletes Unlimited is going to be the next step for me. So I'm definitely appreciative of it.
Well, okay, so you talked about overseas. So do you already know where you're going overseas?
I don't. I'm actually not allowed to sign because I'm still in college. So it's not legally allowed.
Wait a minute.
Look,
But
we don't want no problems.
Right.
No, but I mean, so that brings up something though, because as a WNBA player, I played 11 seasons in the WNBA and I played 10 of those overseas as well. So the WNBA has 2 seasons. In the summer, we play in the WNBA, but then in the off season, we go overseas. And it's a very different lifestyle, but it's a very normal lifestyle for us. And the same for volleyball players. So what are you looking forward to? What are you nervous about?
yeah, the food. It's so much healthier overseas, what I've heard. So I'm glad, no more McDonald's and I can eat some, pasta, some nice real milk. So that'll be really cool. I'm really excited about the food.
They still got McDonald's overseas. Just
and it looks totally different from American McDonald's, even over there.
It's real different.
It's definitely different. And so, I mean, there's a lot of talk about just women's sports and, like I said, that overseas and that home duality, but there's also still growth. We know that the volleyball semifinals and finals are going to be going on December, 15th through the 17th.
Yeah, around that time, yeah.
Yeah, Omaha, Nebraska. Okay, so talk about it, because we saw the Final Four on the women's and men's side. They look dramatically different. How does the volleyball Final Four and semifinals look?
Yeah, it's intense because it's basically all of the best players in the country playing against one another and seeing, their insecurities on the court versus another insecurity for another team. I think it's really cool to see even the people that we play against being in the Big Ten, seeing the people that I, go against every single season and seeing them in the Final Four, even winning the national championships, it really makes me, and hopefully other volleyball players really confident that we're in it and we're still making a difference. So, yeah.
I love that.
Good. That's nice.
And you talked about the Big Ten, and I think I saw you do a little broadcast. You hopped on the broadcast one time for the Big Ten. So I want you to be a broadcaster for us again. And I want to hear some predictions on who do you think early picks for the national championship.
Yeah, okay, so for the Big Ten, I'm going to go for probably Florida Gators. I've always had a big love for them and their program. Nebraska's, I think they're still number 1 right now, so they're still battling against Wisconsin. Those two are always going head-to-head every single season. It's been absolutely amazing. And probably if I get to pick from another team in the Big Ten, probably Purdue, even though we just beat them a couple weeks ago, but they definitely gave us a fight. So Purdue, Florida Gators, Wisconsin, and Nebraska, and then probably, the last one, it has to be somewhere in the ACC. So I'm going to go I hope for some NC State, some Wolfpack,
Wolfpack,
Nice.
okay. It's always interesting to see the schools that are good in, like, all kinds of different sports. It's like, goodness, the wealth, okay? So during the holiday season, we always talk about, like, traditions in sports. For instance, our family, we watch NBA games all day long. Does other sports have traditions like that when it comes to holidays? Because that is very, we know Thanksgiving is NFL is on the Thanksgiving and it's usually all day long. So does volleyball have any of those traditions yet that I don't know about? And how can we join, what's going on in the volleyball world when it comes to holidays?
Yeah, for holidays, we started pretty off early because we were in the fall. So October is kind of our month. We have our pink jerseys, pink tape, pink bands, absolutely everything pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So that's kind of our thing. So we do get to celebrate the holidays during Thanksgiving and during Christmas. But other than that, October is definitely our thing.
Okay, so I'm jealous. I'm jealous because, when you're a college athlete, so us at UConn, we were there during the Christmas break. We were there during the Thanksgiving break. It was a fall sport like yours, but we didn't necessarily get to go home on those holidays. And so I don't think that people realize the commitment that not just basketball, but volleyball players make. If you had to describe to people what it's like to have to be a student athlete, the duality of it, try to do that.
Yeah, if I could describe, a couple words of being an athlete, a college athlete, it's work. It is a job. I know I talked about my 5-hour, commitment, but it's all day, every day, from recovery to treatment to film to scouting. It's absolutely an all day, everyday thing. So it's a commitment for sure.
Yeah, I mean, even that 5 hour shoot, I mean, the only reason why it's even able to be 5 hours is because a lot of work was put into that for it to be the most efficient it can be. Because if not, it probably would have taken longer. So, don't say, oh, like it's only 5 hours. There was a lot of work that went into that. So let's not discredit that.
And let me just say this. So the slip speed. So you worked with Marcus Cheatham, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
That's my brother-in-law. This is his shoe. This is his shoe. This is his shoe that he's launched. That's his.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wear it all the time, every single week. So he tells
I didn't even know this.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. He's doing what he needs to do. I wear it every single week on all of our away games and home games. It's
Oh yeah, that's what he made it for.
Crazy.
Yep.
So shouts to Marcus Cheatham. That's my sister's husband's little brother. It's so crazy. I knew that obviously he works in Under Armour and all of that.
That's his shoe. That's his shoe. Yeah.
And so
Crazy.
this is that. It's just crazy how the connections, how life connects themselves. And
Yes.
Marcus works not only with athletes, but he works with entertainers, and he's on a huge platform. So I love to see him crossing over. And speaking of huge platforms, it also makes me think of the Olympics. And so for me, are Olympics on for you? I know that there's
that's a
indoor
good
volleyball
question.
and then there's outdoor volleyball. And so I'm just curious, like, are the Olympics on your mind? And what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's a big, I guess, pipeline to go through. So I know that the girls that I played against, they are Dana Recchi. She's definitely in the Olympics right now. So I'm not as good as Dana Recchi. She's absolutely stunning, but she is definitely absolutely amazing. And we played against each other. I held her ground and I held my ground. So it's always been a battle between us two. But yeah, she's got it. I definitely want to stay overseas for now and then, come back over and create my career for myself.
I love that.
Cool.
I mean,
That's awesome.
I love how you show respect to, the OGs before you. You're talented as well.
I'm about to say you could definitely
you
be
are
there.
a record
there
setter
you go.
as well.
There you go.
We would and so here's the last thing that I want to ask, because whenever a college athlete is leaving college, there's all kinds of question marks. But for you, you already know that you're going to continue your career however long overseas, Athletes Unlimited, League One, whatever that is. But once you're actually done with the sport, what does life look like for you?
Yeah, I think that's probably why, we're talking now. I want to work with DEI stuff. I started the social injustice movement, way before a lot of people did. So, me having the education in American studies and African American studies and a minor in leadership studies. So a lot of it is, I guess, building me since, I had that college education to hopefully make some policy, create some laws to create some inequality that'll, be destroyed, and then keep moving from that. So
wow,
Okay.
Awesome.
Can I ask a quick question before you get off of here? As Renee has mentioned, I have granddaughters who actually play volleyball for their school sports. And, if you were to try to give one good piece of advice to an up-and-coming volleyball person who might want to go on to the next level and play in college, what would it be?
Yeah, the biggest thing would be, I guess, learning to love the sport. So I guess learning to love, the intensity of it, the competitiveness of it, but also the friendliness of how we are as a team. So we do get to go in our huddles when it comes to earning a point or losing a point. So I think that the biggest thing is loving the sport and the people around you, because if you aren't vibing with the people around you, then it's going to be really hard to love that. So yeah, that's it.
Shouts to the volleyball players and the fam, and shouts to, I'm going to call you the legend, because I think what you're doing, not only excelling on the court in a sense of breaking records at Maryland, but using your voice, using your experience, all of that to create a platform. You created things before, like you said, before people was even thinking about it. So we wish you the best, Rainelle Jones, and we hope that it's a bright future. We know it's going to be. You can do whatever you want. So thank you for joining us here on Montgomery Company.
Thank you, y'all. This is amazing. I appreciate it.
Okay, so that's Marcus's shoe. This
That's
slip
so
speed shoe.
crazy.
Yeah, he
First of
designed this
all,
shoe, and he made it out of necessity because when he was in school, in high school and even middle school and private, he went to private school, and they were required to wear Sperry's. And every single kid in the school who was a boy walked in the back of their shoes, and some girls walked in the back of their Sperry's. And so by his senior year, his mother's like, I'm not buying 2 pairs of Sperry's a year. If you walk in the back of these shoes, you're going to wear them like that. So then when he got into college, Marcus is an All-American. He played lacrosse. He wanted a shoe that was a slide, but also still to be a shoe and slide your foot in. So one day he was able to do his own project, and the UA slip speed came into effect.
That is crazy.
Yes.
Yep. I have never walked on the back of my shoes personally.
Me neither.
I am
My
not.
grandfather
I definitely have.
would turn over in his graves. He called them the counterparts of the shoe. He said, "You don't walk on the counterparts of the shoe." And actually, if we had guests or friends who came by, I really felt bad for him because he talked so bad to him about doing that. He wouldn't
Oh
really
my
get him down in the
goodness.
country about
Well,
it.
listen, if only Grandpop could hear it now that somebody is making a whole shoe with innovation
It's like
to do
jeans with holes
exactly
in
that.
it. It's
Yep,
like how
that's
Diddy doesn't like the jeans with the ripped jeans.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he
Diddy
hates
don't
that.
want. He said, "Why would you buy jeans with holes in them already,
You
baby?
buying tore up clothing?
It's
Buying
fashion.
old clothes."
That's exactly what he said. So
That's
Marcus.
crazy.
That's why when she said
to
the
do that too. That's funny.
that's why when you said the slip speed, I was like, oh, she worked with Marcus. Yeah,
I was like, I know she ain't talking about our Marcus. My
yeah, Marcus. That's
Mark
Marcus's
That's the
Man.
Marcus
campaign.
Cheatham over there
Yeah.
at
Marcus
Under
making big
Armour.
moves.
Yeah,
He's
that's
not little
Marcus's
Marcus
shoe.
anymore.
Designed
Started
by
coming to my
Marcus.
house at 10 years old every summer.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So that was awesome. So I'm gonna have to text him and tell him that we just got through interviewing Rainelle, so he can be like, really? And then I'll say,
That's
yeah, you're gonna be all
wild.
over this podcast, so you might need to
And,
Yeah,
listen.
and
to
Renee
it.
was
gonna
his
come on.
Tell him we need to
babysitter.
have him hop on.
Yes. we
Oh,
need to have him
he's been
next,
waiting for that
sure.
invitation. So definitely,
Oh man.
definitely.
Well, you're hearing it here right now, Marcus. You need to come on Montgomery Co. Okay.
That's what we'll
Baby,
do.
come through.
As I said, Renee's Marcus's babysitter was Renee.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Yep.
Yes, that's why I can't believe this. This is a wild turn of events. Like, what? Marcus out here doing big business. First Travis Scott, now this. Like,
Yeah.
what is this? Like, goodness.
Oh, he did.
Shouts to Marcus.
He did. Steph Curry. He did Tom Brady. He was doing all. He did all of them in the back
Yeah,
end.
we gotta
He was
have
on
Marcus
the
come on and
stage.
talk about all the athletes he's working with now, doing his own.
And what is
actual
Marcus right
shoe.
now? What's
Yeah.
his position at Under Armour?
I have no idea. He is actually Kevin Plank's counterpart. They traveled on. That's all he does is travel with Kevin, as far as I know.
And who is Kevin? In case people don't know.
The owner and something of Under Armour, basically. So
there's that. So Marcus is well connected over there at Under Armour. So usually they're high end clients.
He drives a
Tom
Tesla.
Brady.
oh, mom. Yeah,
Yeah, he's young.
this man.
Wow. First of all, I'm auntie of the year 10 times.
Oh,
Roy.
yeah.
Don't
Oh, no.
come for me.
Oh, Roy, you got the wrong one. This is the auntie that they want to be with. That they don't have to be with anybody else. She is the one they want to be
Are you
with.
kidding me? I'm a baby magnet. Like they want to hang with
Oh,
me.
that's it. That's they love Renee. That's it.
Until it's time to change the diaper.
Yeah, I don't change no diapers now. Let's
Yeah,
get
she'll change
crazy.
the
Let's
diapers,
not
yeah.
get crazy. That's more about me than them. But I hand the stinky babies to the mamas, get them back smelling fresh, and they
then
hand them
hand them
back to
back.
me, and I
Yep.
smell them next with the milk in it. Oh, I love it.
Yes.
Love it. Yeah, shouts to Marcus though. Yeah, no. I will call Snook and them on the phone and be like, hey, what's going on now? The baby's in here pooping.
she would do too.
What's going on? I fed them, but now they in here doing things. What's going on?
That's what happens after you feed him.
I'd have to leave work and come home.
Yeah, baby. Ooh.
It was funny, but yeah. So I just wanted to throw that nugget in there. So I'll let Marcus know he has a invite to come to the party.
Season
And
2.
say
We
hi.
should have him
talk
on
to
the
Marcus
opening
Cheatham.
episode back.
Season 2, we gonna have Marcus
Yep.
Cheatham, the creative genius over there at Under Armour. We gotta have him come through. That's
Another
it.
humble one.
Okay, so we're back at it again. MoCo Trivia. We love to play games over here at Montgomery and Company. And we have a little bit of a competitive group, so Snook gets mad. I'm just giving y'all some spoilers. Snook gonna get mad. Cole gonna roll her eyes. And Snook is gonna be like that person that has too much sportsmanship. Y'all remember that commercial where they was like, Coach, it's off on me, ref. It's off on me. Snook is that guy. So she's gonna have the ultimate sportsmanship. This is what we're doing. MoCo Trivia. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
We are.
And Roy said he hates that commercial. It's a stupid commercial. People feel very strongly about that commercial. We don't hate you, Serena, but you are very, very sportsman-like. And it's like, girl, you
She
better
is.
take
She
them
tried to help
wins.
me. She tries to help me all the time.
All
'cause
the
she knows I
time.
just- She feels
All
sorry. The
right.
empathy.
She feels a lot of empathy. Okay, so Serena is up first too. She chose for herself to go first. And Serena, are you ready? The category is snack companies.
Okay.
Okay, this is
I
a
don't
little bit.
snack.
Oh yeah, all right. All right, so question number 1, we're going to do it just so people know the rules of the game. We go 2 rounds, and then if there's a tie score after the first 2 rounds, then we go into sudden death or weakest link style. Okay, Serena Grace is up first, and your first question is, what is the oldest chocolate company in America? A, Mars Wrigley Confectionery. B, Ferrero Group. C, I should know how to say this, but Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli, thank you. And D, Baker's Chocolate. What's the oldest chocolate company in America, Serena?
I would say Mars, the first one.
So your answer is A, Mars Wrigley Confectionery.
Yes.
And that would be incorrect.
It would be D. Baker's.
It'd be
Yeah.
Baker's.
Okay.
Baker's.
I
D,
do know that one.
Baker's is the
I've never even heard
oldest
of them.
chocolate company.
I
See,
thought she was
I
going to
should
say
have went
D.
first.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right, Cole is up next. The question number 2 is, why does Kit Kat have unique square shapes? Why does Kit Kat have their unique square Cole's facials? Just option A, it was designed to fit in lunch boxes. Option B, it's more attractive. Option C, to give you a break. Option D, it was a random design.
D. It was a random design. No.
Final answer D, it was a random design.
D. It was a random design.
And that would be incorrect.
Ooh.
What does Snook say?
A.
A, it was designed to fit in lunch boxes. That is correct. That is when kids were when they first came out, you always packed a lunch, and they made it specifically to go in them kids' lunch boxes. Let me find out y'all know about snack companies, though, okay?
Snook does, and she don't snack.
She got both of them right.
Wow. Okay, so Snook's question 1 for the first round, and Roy said if Snook gets this question wrong after knowing both of the first questions, she's going to explode. Snook, your question is, when shortage of milk forced company to switch from milk chocolate to dark chocolate, and when did the shortage of milk force a company to switch from milk chocolate to dark chocolate in its Kit Kat bars? A, during the Great Depression. B, during World War I. C, during World War II. Or D, during the Cold War. What time forced the company to switch from milk chocolate to dark chocolate due to a milk shortage?
Well, I'm going to go with C because I don't think Kit Kat was even there for World War I. Or what was the first one?
Great Depression.
No. So I'm going with C.
C, your final answer is during World War II.
Mm-hmm.
That would be correct, my Snooker. You she's 3 for 3 right now, but
Roy put in chat.
so right now, after the first round, Snooker Booker has 1 point, Cole and Serena have 0.
Shocking.
Okay, back at the top to Serena. Which of the following companies was sued over whole grains? Okay, so they were sued over an issue involving whole grains. Which company? A, Cheetos. B, Lay's. C, Doritos. Or D, Cheez-Its. Which company was sued over a topic being whole grains?
Well, I know that none of these necessarily have whole grains, but I think that I've seen whole grains on Cheez-Its. So I'm going to say Cheez-Its.
Final answer is D, Cheez-Its.
Yes.
And that is correct. Cheez-Its was sued over Snooker Booker wants y'all to know
D. I was like, D. I knew that one too.
Snooker
Of course, I knew
Booker
everybody
wants you
else's.
to know that that's correct. So now we have Serena with 1 point, Snook with 1 point, and Cole, you are up next. Okay, what was the first spokescritter for Cheetos? Okay, so what was the... Sorry, y'all. And then, Roy said Cole gave you the answer, by the way, Serena. You didn't see it, but Cole was writing it on her screen, D. I don't know what's going on. This is too much sportsmanship. That's what I talk about.
She tried to help me out last time. So
what was the first spokescritter? Yeah, she was giving you the answer.
Thank you, sis.
I don't know what kind of games y'all play. I am not about that life. All right. The first spokescritter of Cheetos is A, a mouse, B, a lion, C, a cheetah, or D, a rabbit. Cole, which one was that first spokescritter?
These questions. It's either a mouse or a lion. I'm gonna go with a mouse because cheese and cheeses. I would think it was a mouse. I don't know.
So A, final answer, a mouse.
Yeah. I said what?
Okay, so Cole, A would be correct. The final answer. Snook wants to let you know that she is still 100% correct. Even though she don't snack, she knows about her snack companies, okay?
Right. She don't snack. She had every answer.
Listen, we got a 3-way tie here. So Cole, you've already had both of your options. Serena, you've already had both of your options. So Snookabuka, if you get this question correct, you have won the game, okay? And I want to remind the folks listening that Snook ain't got a question wrong yet. All right.
No.
All right. Here we are. What are Cool Ranch Doritos known as abroad?
That's hard.
What are Cool Ranch Doritos known as abroad? A, the Cool American, B, Spicy Hot, C, the Hot American, or D, Hot Ranch Doritos? What are Cool Ranch Doritos known as abroad?
Could you repeat those, please?
Snookabuka. What are Cool Ranch Doritos known as abroad, meaning overseas where you visited a lot? Where have you visited me overseas, Snookabuka? A lot of places, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what were they calling Cool Ranch Doritos over there? A, the Cool American, B, Spicy Hot, C, the Hot American, or D, Hot Ranch Doritos?
I'm gonna miss this one because I really have no idea. But I'm gonna say B.
And what's the B? You saying your final answer is B, Spicy Hot?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
That's incorrect.
Well, I had no idea.
It was
on
A,
this.
wasn't it? Cool American.
It's 100% A, Cool American.
Oh wow. I did
would
not
Cool
know that.
Ranch
Put American
Doritos.
in there.
Cool American Doritos.
Roy
did
said
not
they
know
aren't
that.
even hot or spicy.
Yeah.
So the good news is we are going into our round
Sudden
robin sudden death match. How this works is each person one by one, I'm going to give you a question. If you get it right, you live to see another day. If you get it wrong, more than likely you're out because whoever gets the first question right wins. If 2 people get the question right, we go into a sudden death with them. If 3 people get it right, y'all know how it goes. Are y'all ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Who is known as the father of Doritos, Serena? Who is known as the father of Doritos? A, Arch West, B, Stephen Williams, C, Richard Montanez, or D, Arch West? Who is known as the
You
father?
said the same name twice, right?
It
and
sounded
D.
like it. I
A
was
and
about to
D
say,
were the same. Arch
can you
West.
repeat them?
Yeah, so this is interesting.
Throw that question out onto the next one.
Okay. We'll throw that one out.
Because
onto the next
what's the
one.
answer, Arch West?
Yes.
Because I
But
was about to pick that one because
I
I
was
was
gonna
never
say that.
repeat
I would
it.
say
Yeah,
that. You read
that's a
the
giveaway.
answer.
Well, the first one was
Exactly.
March West, and the last one was Arch West. So
Wow.
you know there's going to be between those two. And so yes, to Snook's point, let's just toss it. What date is known across the United States as National Sundae Day? Okay, so what date is known as National Sundae Day, which is Sunday ice cream? Y'all know what that is. Okay, so it's A, the 11th of July, B, the 11th of November, C, the 11th of December, or D, the 11th of August. So we know it's on the 11th.
I would say in the middle of summer, July.
So final answer is A, the 11th of July is National Sundae Day.
Yes.
Final answer is that is incorrect. Nicole, do you want to tell her what you think the
it's
answer is?
November, isn't it?
The correct answer is B. November 11th is National Sundae Day. And Cole, why do you know this?
Because I had to do a whole MoCo calendar not MoCo, RMF calendar of holidays. And Sunday's day was one of the days I had to actually do.
Wow.
So
Okay, so then you might know this
Sunday day in the middle of fall.
That doesn't make sense.
Much more sense.
No clue, but I remembered that one. That's why I remember that.
That doesn't make sense. But Cole, since you was doing that calendar, you just might know this question. Then,
oh boy,
your question for your sudden death round is: what date is known as National Frozen Custard Day?
Now, what is the difference? There's no difference. Now I
whoa,
know you
whoa,
know.
I don't eat frozen custard. I eat ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead. What's the options? Because
A, 8th of January. B, 8th of March. C, 8th of July. Or D, 8th of August. Which date, we know it's on the 8th, is National Frozen Custard Day?
In that March, it's B, March.
Final answer, B, 8th of March.
Yeah.
That would be incorrect. It's August 8th, D.
See?
So again, you don't eat ice cream in the summer is what these national
I don't
holidays.
eat custard at all.
That's
Yeah.
real marketing ploy. They know you're going to eat it in the summer. They got to get you to buy it in the winter.
That's very smart. That's very true.
Oh, that's
very
actually,
true.
yes.
Very good. Yes, you're right.
Okay, so Snooka Booka, for all the marbles, it's come down to this again. In the regular rounds, you had a chance to seal the deal with a correct answer. You are back at that again. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What company is behind Little Debbie? Now, y'all know them Little Debbie snacks now. Look at Snooka Booka. What company is behind Little Debbie? A, McKee Foods. B, Nestle. C, Roundtrees. Or D, Ferrero Group. What company is behind Little Debbie?
I'm going to go with B because it's the only one I recognize.
B,
Wrong.
Nestle. B, Nestle is incorrect.
It's
Cole,
D, the Ferrero Group.
D, Ferrero Group, incorrect. Sam, you got a guess?
A, I don't know.
A is the correct answer. McKee Foods is behind Little Debbie.
Wow.
Are y'all kidding me that we got to go another round because y'all don't know how to answer these?
Entertainment or something.
Okay, so here we go. This is going to be a lightning round. We don't have time for your opinions on why, who, what, when, and where. I'm going to read them questions and y'all are going to give me some answers, okay? What was the first, and this is for Serena, what was the first soda pop made in the U.S.? A, 7-Up. B, Ginger Ale. C, Sunkist. D, Sierra Mist.
7-Up.
Final answer A, 7-Up.
Yeah.
Incorrect. It's B, Ginger Ale. Snooka Booka wants you to know that she is that wrong answer I saw up there?
It was
Snook?
B. B.
Okay, Snook got it correct.
Yeah, y'all
Okay.
drink ginger ale. I knew he was going to get that one.
Oh, they drink.
Cole, you're up next. What company claimed in legal battles that Pringles were not chips, but savory snacks? What company claimed in a legal battle that Pringles were not chips, but savory snacks? A, Procter & Gamble. B, Lay's Frito-Lay. C, Private Label. Or D, Her Foods?
Her Foods, D.
D, final answer, Her Foods is incorrect. It was Procter & Gamble. Snooka
I didn't know
Booka.
if Procter & Gamble was the ones who made them. I
thought it was Lay's. I was say Lay's.
This is hilarious that y'all know everybody's answers but your own.
own, yes.
Okay, Snooka Booka, are we back here? Is this deja vu times 2? Do you have that killer instinct, Snooka Booka? Do you want to win this game?
I'm going to get this one.
Okay. Which state made tortilla chips and salsa the state's official snack in 2003? A, Texas. B, Maine. C, New Jersey. Or D, New York?
I'm going to go with A real quick.
A, final answer, Texas. Snooka Booka is our MoCo Trivia snack queen. Even though she don't eat them snacks, she knows about them snacky companies. Okay, I'm glad I don't have to get choked. Snooka Booka, what do you have to say to the losers?
Try harder next time.
You know what? You know what? That shit.
Next time.
That shit did.
Oh my gosh.
But I love you anyway.
And that's a wrap. Season 1. I can't thank you guys enough. 1 million downloads. Like, that's a lot of humans, a lot of downloads, a lot of thank yous. In season 2, we want to elevate. So also, in this break, write us things that you want us to talk about, things that you love, things that you might want to see more of, things that you don't want to see any more of. We want to always elevate and get better. Season 2, we coming with it. We gonna make them say, na 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 na. Okay, we got some things coming down. We got Master P that's probably coming through season 2. We're gonna have more of the same with people like Bomani Jones coming through. We are just gonna keep continuing to elevate, and that's what we always want to do. But as always, this is family owned and operated. So this is a generational thing here. And we thank you for my family years. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's